Hey, that's pretty cool. Yeah, that's my brand new Bigfoot action figure. It's pretty neat. Yeah, remember the time that Bigfoot appeared on the $6 Million Man? He was played by Andre the Giant. It was like a two-parter or something like that. And then remember he appears again, but this time he was played by Ted Cassidy. Remember the guy that played Lurch on the Addams Family? Yeah, that was really cool too. And then, hey, where did he go? Hey everybody. Well, today we're going to take a look at this interesting little action figure of Bigfoot. Now, this is by Archie McPhee. Archie McPhee is kind of like a mail order catalog company. I used to get catalogs from them all the time, and they have really cool stuff, kind of off the wall gift items, fun little pranks and stuff like that. Every time I looked through their magazine, I always saw this Bigfoot figure, and I kind of wanted it. And then it popped up on Amazon. They must have known what I was looking at, I guess. And it showed up there. So I bought this off of Amazon as well. So this figure is actually based on the 1960s Patterson footage. I'm sure just about all of us have seen the infamous Bigfoot footage where it's walking through the woods. And it's probably one of the best clear, I guess you could say, photographs or movies or video of it. And so you can kind of see it's got the same kind of stance. And that's how this one was based on. It has the same kind of look. You know, whether if you believe the Patterson footage or not, I got to say myself, when I first saw it, when I was younger and stuff, I kind of believed it was real. But as time has gone on, I'm kind of less and less inclined to believe that that's real footage. I mean, Patterson was, in fact, going out there to film Bigfoot, and then he just happens to find it and get this footage of it. And then people have come forward now that live in the town nearby, and they're all laughing, saying, we fooled the world for decades. And they even show the guy that was in the suit, and when he walks, he has the exact same stance and walk and footsteps. Just the way his posture is and stuff. It looks exactly like him. So I don't know. I kind of think maybe it was fake, but who knows? I think it's the jury is still out on that one. But anyway, let's take this out and we'll take a look at this figure. I forgot to show the back of the box here. You can see all the stuff that it says here. It says, "Have you seen a Bigfoot? If you have, you are one of the lucky few. Bigfoot wander the forests of the Pacific Northwest looking for food and trying to avoid contact with humans. They are rumored to be over 8 feet tall, weigh over 600 pounds, and would wear a size 21 shoe if they didn't love going barefoot." While an actual Bigfoot has never been captured or clearly photographed, this action figure mixes hard scientific evidence with informed conjecture to provide what we feel is an entirely accurate representation. So that's kind of cool that they had that on there. Okay, so here he is outside of the package, and very simple figure. I mean, it's not much going on here, but it still looks pretty cool. The sculpting on it is really well done. I like the positioning of the way he looks because it is based on that Patterson footage. I'll throw in a quick little screen grab of that footage, at least the infamous footage of where we see him kind of in that position. Looking up close now, we can kind of see the details of his face. He's got almost like a deer in headlights look a little bit there. You can see all the hair all over him here, the way his arms are positioned. Just like that. There's a little bit of articulation on him. Here's the legs and his big feet. It's pretty cool. Here's the other side. It's got kind of a shiny finish that you can see. Now his head doesn't turn. It's molded into the body, as you can see there. So his head doesn't turn. It kind of just stays in that same position. There's the back of him. Yep, and then I'll show you some of his articulation. So the arms do move at the shoulder right here. And his elbows also turn. It's kind of loose. It's not like a really tight joint in there. Also, his hand will not go further because it hits his hip. So you can just turn this back around if you want it more towards the front of him. And then same with this one. Same shoulder joint there, elbow joint as well. And then his won't go back either, so you have to flip it all the way around. So yeah, so just know that whichever way you decide to pose him, you're going to have to do some arm flipping to get this to work right. And then he does have some hip action here. And then his legs also, here, let me turn this back over this way. His legs do pivot right in here. They're kind of at an angle, you can see. like that. Same with this side. And he's got some knee joints. And then his ankles also move. That's the bottom of his feet right there. So, yeah, I mean, he's got some pretty decent articulation, I guess. But, and the face doesn't look too bad either. But, yeah, kind of a simple figure. So, there we go, the Archie McPhee Bigfoot figure. If you go on their website, they actually have a lot of Bigfoot merchandise. It's kind of funny. Like I mentioned, it's a fun website. Check it out. They have just fun little gifts and funny little just things, like unusual stuff that you don't usually find in other catalogs and stuff like that. But this is something I've been wanting for a while. I don't know, I just think it looks cool. That footage when I was a kid, I remember I saw an episode of In Search Of that was hosted by Leonard Nimoy, Mr. Spock, and I used to love that show because it kind of had some creepiness to it. And I remember when they showed that footage, just the weird way that they presented it and the way the music was kind of freaked me out as a kid, and just kind of always thought it was kind of creepy. And so it kind of stuck in my mind. But I do like how this one has kind of the position, the way his arm is like that and stuff in that famous footage. Whether you believe it or not, I think, like I said, that there's still controversy about it. And Patterson passed away, and I think he died saying that it was a real footage to the day that he died. So who knows? Other people have come forward and said, no, we were there helping him make that footage, and the guy that was in the suit said that he was the one that was in it. And other people have said if that was a suit, that it had to have cost a lot of money. And I would say, that if it is a suit, it was a really well done suit. So, who knows? Who knows? It's still out there as to what the truth is behind that. And but I think it's kind of cool. It kind of adds to the intrigue of Bigfoot. We may never know, if he's real or not, until somebody really catches a good footage of him, good clear footage, or catches a Bigfoot, in person. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. And if you want one of these, check it out on the Archie McPhee website and Amazon. They're really cheap. They're like $15 for this thing. And so either place you can get them, but they're just a fun little figure. Well, I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you enjoyed the review. And if you did, give it a thumbs up. Also, I'd appreciate if you'd subscribe as well. So thank you very much for watching. I'll see you on the next video, and have a good one.